Hey guys, one of my favorite small appliances these days is the air fryer. They're just so handy and you can make so many things in it so quickly. So if you are also enjoying the air fryer craze, here are 5 new things you can make in your air fryer. So for this demo, I am using a Philips Airfryer. I think they make great air fryers. In fact, the first one I had was black and I loved it for many years, but then I went to the Inspired Home Houseware show and fell in love with this spiffy model, and Philips was kind enough to send me one to test it out. And I have to say, I love it more than my original air fryer. It's so great. I love it because the basket is bigger, so you can really put a lot more food in it, which makes it great for families. You can take them apart and clean them, and you can also put them in the dishwasher. It's in my Amazon shop, so I'll leave you a link in the description if you want to know where to get it. Okay, so first up, I love to make quick and easy taquitos in my air fryer. This is a great thing that I'll make for my kids for a quick snack, or sometimes they'll even have them for dinner. So for our taquitos, we're going to be working with white corn tortillas. I find that they work a little bit better than the yellow corn because they're a bit more pliable. So I like to spray them just with some olive oil. Then I like to put them in a pan and heat them on either side, especially if they've been in the refrigerator, because they will get a little bit more firm in the fridge, and it's better if they're really pliable so that they roll up easily. Then you can take a cheese stick and just slice the cheese stick down the center. You're not trying to cut it, you just want to create kind of like a little pocket, because then we are going to put some of these delicious fire roasted chilies on top of that and kind of stuff it in. Then you're going to roll up your tortilla, and then just make sure that the seam side is down, put it in your air fryer, set the temperature for 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I like to go anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. I say 7 to 10 because depending on the model of air fryer you're using, it could vary. And then you will see when you take them out, you have these delicious, cheesy, crispy taquitos, garnished with a little queso fresco, some fresh cilantro, and there you have it, a quick and easy snack in like 15 minutes. And it's also really great with some homemade guacamole. Okay, next up, when you have a little bit of a craving for something sweet, but you don't want to go through the effort of having to make a full pie, you can make these cute little blueberry hand pies instead. So working with some store-bought pie dough. Now usually I like to make my own pie dough, but in this instance, it's so quick and easy, and I've left you a link in the description for the brand that I think is the best for store-bought pie dough. And cut out 3-inch circles. I think that size works the best. And then taking a pastry brush, just go ahead and brush some egg white all around the perimeter. This is going to act as a seal when we go to close the hand pies up. Then you're going to take a spoonful of blueberry jam, but this really works with any fruit. So if you prefer strawberry, raspberry, you could do that too. And then I like to sprinkle a few fresh blueberries on top of that. And then for a little zing, you could also add a little bit of freshly grated lemon zest. Then you're going to place the second circle on top, and then working with a fork that you have dipped in some flour, go ahead and just press the seal down all the way around, and that creates a nice little decorative seal as well. And then you can go ahead and cut 2 slits in the dough on either side just for some ventilation, and then brush the whole thing with some additional egg white. And then using a spatula, you can transfer these into your air fryer. I usually can fit 4 at a time. And then set the air fryer for 350 degrees Fahrenheit and let them go for anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. And when you open that little drawer, you're gonna be so excited because you're gonna see these cute little hand pies that are just bubbling with blueberry jam and fresh blueberry. Go ahead and serve them with some vanilla ice cream. And sometimes I also like to sprinkle some raw almonds on top. And it just makes for the best quick and easy dessert. I just love these. Moving on to something a little bit healthier, my roasted cauliflower salad. Sometimes my husband will love this for dinner when he's trying to eat a little bit lighter after I've fed him too many cakes, too many hand pies. So you're gonna take 3 cups of cauliflower florets. To that you're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. Now most air fryers say that you don't need any oil, and I find that to be true if you want kind of a drier effect, but sometimes I just think a little bit of oil is really good because it adds a little bit more flavor. So I do add just a little bit of oil. And then you're also going to add 3/4 teaspoon of dried oregano and some salt and pepper to taste. And then you can toss that all up, pop it in your air fryer, and then you're going to set this at 375 degrees for 10 minutes. And the thing that I love about the air fryers is that they're all ready to go. There's no preheating involved. You can switch the temperature between batches if you're making different things, and it's just so quick and easy. And then when you open that drawer, you'll see these beautiful cauliflower and how charred they are, and they're perfectly done, just a little bit tender. Sprinkle with some pine nuts, squeeze some fresh lemon juice on top, and then garnish with a little bit of fresh parsley. It's such a great flavor combination. It makes for a great little side dish or a weeknight dinner. Now moving on to a little cocktail nibble. So anytime we are in France, my husband's family always loads up on what they call gâteaux apéritifs, which are these little cheesy, crunchy, starchy snacks that you serve usually during the cocktail hour. So I wanted to see if I could make my own in the air fryer, and they come out so beautifully. Okay, so to make these little savory snacks, you're gonna take a small bowl and add a half teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of freshly cracked pepper, a half a teaspoon of sesame seeds, and an eighth of a teaspoon of salt. And then you also want to add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Then stir the whole mixture up, and then you have your seasoning. And then working with store-bought puff pastry, I really like to use the Pepperidge Farm brand for this because they already come scored in 3 panels, which makes this super easy. Because what you're going to do is cut off one of the panels, and then sprinkle your seasoning blend on one side, kind of pressing it in so that it adheres, and put the rest of the seasoning on the other side. And then you can go ahead and cut like 1-inch strips all the way down the panel, and then you're gonna take each strip and twist it twice so that sort of lays flat. And then once you have all that done, you can just lay them in the air fryer. I usually can get 1 panel in the air fryer at a time. And then you're gonna set your air fryer to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and let them go anywhere from 9 to 10 minutes. And when you open that little drawer, you'll see how cute these are. They are so delicious. They puff up, they get nice and cheesy and golden brown. People will think you slaved all day over these. And they pair really well with a nice glass of cold champagne. And then next up, croutons. I love to make garlicky croutons in the air fryer. They are so quick and easy. So I usually will store bread after either a party, or if I feel like it's going stale and I can't use it right away, I will just cut it up into some cubes, pop them in a Ziploc bag, and throw them in my freezer. And then anytime I'm making a salad or a soup or I need a crouton, I'll just take a handful of them, frozen, you don't even need to thaw them out, drizzle with a teaspoon of olive oil, add 1 minced garlic clove, season with salt and pepper, and a good pinch of herbes de Provence. Toss your mixture up and then pop them in the air fryer at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. These are wonderful on top of a soup or even on top of a homemade grilled chicken Caesar salad. I hope you enjoyed these 5 recipes that you can make in your air fryer. Leave me a comment below and let me know, what are you making in your air fryer? I would love to know some new recipes. All right, you guys, I'll see you back here next time. Until then, bye.